Hey guys, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our first YouTube live. I guess we have a special guest named Royce. Sorry about my camera not being good, but it is what it is. There's my wife Mary. Jaden will be joining us in a minute here. Hi guys, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to be here. We're excited to tell you some of the new folks who we are and what we're kind of about, and just kind of introduce you to my family. A lot of you have seen me on with the Knucklehead and crew. So here we are. Jaden, you want to come out and say hello?
Yeah.
Come on out, buddy. Jump in here between us. There he is. And there's all of us. We got the dog and everybody here. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? So for those of you who don't know us or a whole lot about us, I'm Jeff. This is Jaden. That's my wife, Mary. And that is our other human with 4 legs, Royce. Royce, can you say hello?
Say hi.
Say hi, buddy. Yeah, you, the spoiled one. Is he spoiled?
Who?
You.
Got 90 pounds of boxers sitting on me.
Good evening, guys. Hello, hello, hello. There he is. There you got to see Royce. So, we're gonna. I guess we can each tell us a little bit about ourselves.
Yeah.
I am 26 years old.
You're 26. You're like 50 last time I remember.
Dude, you want me to start, or would you like to start?
You can start.
All right. So, 55 years old. I am a HVAC tech by trade. Some of my hobbies that I enjoy doing, other than the goats and the animals and whatnot, is I'm very into dirt track racing, and I'm not a real exciting person, quite honestly. Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
I am.
very true.
Oh, how about I got all night, or I got an hour to talk about me. How about you tell us a little bit about you?
So, how old are you? I am.
You gotta look at the screen. They're not down at your belt looking.
My name is Jaden Stelter, and I race cars.
You race cars?
Yeah.
What kind of cars do you race?
Quarter midgets.
How many do you race?
There are 4.
4?
Yeah.
Who spends all the money on them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do. I have
Hi, guys.
recently started doing saxophone.
Yep.
And I'm getting kind of good at it.
How old are you?
I am 12.
And what grade are you in?
6th grade.
And what school district do you go to?
Brecknock, but right now I'm at GMIS.
Governor Mifflin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think, since these people are hanging out with us tonight, and we can't really show them you racing, though we could, Mary, maybe you could bring a picture up of one of his cars on your phone, and we could just kind of show it to them.
Yeah.
That way they could see what kind of cars he actually does race. And if you guys hang out with us, and some of the guys that have followed us have got to see Jaden racing live.
Oh, Vanessa, I do alto sax, but I want to try both of them. Tenor sax or baritone sax. I want to try them both.
There you go. Good job, buddy.
How long have you been racing?
Since he was about 5. We got off to a little bit of a rough start, but we're getting there. And tell them about, did you get a huge award this year?
Yeah, I got the most improved driver.
Which is a huge deal, right? And we're really proud of you for that.
And Tenera Peak, I do not want to go to NASCAR.
No.
No, I don't want to. Yeah.
That'd be a good picture there. You can just show them that. And then, like I said, at some point, one of my lives I'm going to do is take you guys down in the garage. Not tonight.
There's all of those cars.
There's.
Well, if y'all can see it, there's a glare. There's
a picture of his. There's all of his race cars. Not a great picture, but
Hi, Jennifer.
One of my lives, one of my content is going to be whether it's video form or a live is kind of show you guys down in the garage, and you can see all the race cars and the equipment, and we won't be doing that tonight. He did have a great season. We grew as a team. We got better. I got better. The driver got better. Mommy got better. We all got better, right? But you get the award. Me and Mommy spend the money, and you get the award. Perfect.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot. I do.
Royce says hello.
I do martial arts.
Oh yeah. You do martial arts.
What do I want to do when I grow up? I want to work with penguins or just with animals in general.
So he loves penguins, and one of our things we're going to do when it gets a little warmer out, we have a local zoo here that's only about 40 minutes away that has penguins. They're the African penguins, but they aren't out in the winter much. We did find a place down in New Jersey that's about an hour and a half that has a really nice aquarium, and they have penguins there, and you can do kind of like a behind the scenes tour. So we're probably going to set him up at some point to be able to go do that. Oh, somebody's husband's a second-degree black belt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice.
Back to country.
Yeah.
Did they let you swim then?
Would you consider doing the marching band? They want to know.
Marching band? What's
Yeah.
that?
That's when you march in the band, like at football games. They go out in the field and do all the craziness. You don't know? That's something to think about. Lori Hope wants to know if you're a Tony Stewart fan.
No,
Yes, you are. We love Smoke.
Larson.
Well, but we like Smoke. You can like more than one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. He is a Kyle Larson fan, and apparently Royce has taken Mary's seat.
Lehigh Valley
So
Zoo has penguins.
Lehigh Valley Zoo is the one I was talking about. Their penguins are not out when it's cold. I called several times and checked.
Shirley has to say you have to make someone moderator this live.
I know, and I will get on that. Actually, Mary's here. She can kind of help me with some of that.
You took your spot.
I haven't done all that. Mama, you need to get there. We go.
I'm sorry.
So
you wanted to be a zookeeper?
Back to racing. I was a Jimmy Johnson fan, but my favorite guy was Mark Martin. I'm a Ford guy. I'm a Ford fan. Yeah, he's cute, all right, the boxer. So how about we let Mommy tell us a little bit about her now? What do you think?
Martin Truex Jr. fan.
Oh. Kyle Larson is talented. All right, we're going to let Mommy talk.
Okay.
All right, now we
I don't know what to tell. Born and raised in Kentucky. Born and raised in Kentucky. No matter how long I'm away from Kentucky, Kentucky will always be home. I'm a little bit obsessed with my family. I love my family. That's really, really important to me. And for work, I'm a pediatric physical therapist. I work with preschoolers with multiple disabilities, and I absolutely love my job. I think I have the best job in the world. That's really about it with me. Not a whole lot of exciting stuff.
You don't want to talk about how crazy a basketball fans you guys are?
Oh, yeah. Anything about college basketball, Kentucky.
Does Mama get crazy?
Kentucky fans are obnoxious.
Does Mama yell at the TV?
Yes,
she does.
Yes, I yell at the TV. I'm a huge Kentucky fan. And I know we're obnoxious. If you don't like Kentucky, I'm really sorry, but we are obnoxious.
How long have you two been married?
So around 17 years. Yes.
Yeah, so we really love it. What a lot of people don't understand about Kentucky basketball is like
Kentucky blue.
It's like it's a tradition. Like with my dad passed away, but like no matter whatever happened, I could call and talk to them about Kentucky basketball. It's just a family thing. So, oh my gosh, this dog! I wanted to put him in his crate.
I said no. He's part of the family. How is people going to know if we talk about Royce?
So, Pam, that's awesome. I think, like, my job, that is absolutely, that I love my job.
You do love your job.
It is wonderful. I love my kids. I love everything about it. Of course, Royce is 4. Right?
So, I seen somebody ask how we met.
Go ahead, Jefferson.
So, I love telling this story. And her version, you know how we talk about perspective and people seeing things a little different? So basically, we were set up on a blind date. at a racetrack.
We're gonna
What?
have, we're gonna
Fourth degree black belt.
we're gonna have to get back to Jaden.
Wow.
Did you ever been embarrassed by something your dad did? But Dad did it first.
Anyhow, so we've got it set up with a blind date. It was at a racetrack. I was crewing on some race cars, and set us up on a blind date. Mary came. She had to be really uncomfortable because she knew none of us. I at least knew the people that were there.
He didn't speak to me.
I was scared.
He didn't speak to me.
You know, I was scared.
He
I'm
didn't
not
speak to me.
real. I really don't have the, you know,
Riz.
as Jaden would say. Stop.
No.
So anyhow, the story goes, we went out a time or two after that. And at the time, she was a traveling physical therapist. She was going to go see the country, right, on somebody else's dime. She had a little rental apartment, and I was just getting ready to get into the good part of the story. Anyhow, as the story goes, she met me. She couldn't stand the thought of being away from me, so she quit traveling, and we stayed together.
That's an interesting version.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how, what do you think?
Interesting.
Sound about right? That was long before you came along, Air
Yeah,
Squirt.
probably.
Yeah.
I don't have a girlfriend, and the girls do not.
Wait, here, here's what I want you to sit up nice and tall.
No.
No.
You're not doing
No,
this.
no, no,
this
no, no,
time.
no. No, I want you to tell them. So I have taught you the girls have cooties till they're how old?
30, I think.
30, right. So. Hey, guys. Hello. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. I see there's 885 on and only 451 thumbs up.
I'm really still here, guys. Sorry.
Hey, Sarah. Hello.
You guys
Emma
going
still
back to
owes us
this?
breakfast. Royce, you're almost annoying. Almost.
Yeah, this is kind of your life.
So, yeah, Royce, would you like to be interviewed? Is that what you're telling us? Huh? Yes.
See, I'm 4 years old and I'm spoiled.
Lester's.
rotten.
Lester.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Lester. I was going to talk to you about that. Awesome. Thank you. I need my wallet, buddy. Oh man, that's great. So yeah, I really on a serious note, I didn't expect I'll let you, if you feel the need, Lester, you got to post the pictures. Go ahead, buddy. I ain't scared. I didn't know that they would be on. I really want to take a second to thank Lester and Jamie for, and I know I've done it before, but and I'm going to get into some of this a little bit later, but that was a life-changing trip for me to be able to go to Texas and hang out and again be able to see Chuck, to be able to drop Chuck off and be able to go to sleep there. I know this is silly. He's an 1,800-pound bull, and but to be able to go to sleep on the property and wake up on the property where he's at and be able to spend a day or two with him was absolutely amazing. And I really, really, really appreciate the hospitalities that Jamie and Lester showed us. Honestly, it was nervous going in, but they made us feel like we've known them forever, and they treated us with I can't even describe it. Like, it was just awesome. Like, really, really had a great time.
I think Lauren's on too.
Hey, Lauren. I'm sure the comments are going by, and but anyhow, Jamie and Lester, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys, and hopefully, Mary, come in here. Honestly, so it's kind of funny, and I was going to get into this later. It's all right, buddy. I was honored to be called Chuck. Mary, when I told her who was taking Chuck, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to lie." I said, "That's some guy, Longhorn Lester." She's like, oh, "No,
I didn't know Longhorn Lester.
I've been following. I'm a Survivor
Forever.
Sanctuary, and so
Forever.
she has been a fan of them even before all this happened. So when she found out I was going to meet you guys, she might have been a little jealous." So again, thank you so much, guys. I'll never ever for the rest of my life I'll never forget that trip. Really appreciate it.
Yes, and I am a little tired of messing with the dog. He's a little pain.
He is a little
Nice
bit of a
calm
pain.
down.
So anyhow, guys, like I said, we wanted to see what Mr. Lester said.
I will absolutely come the next trip. I would
Yeah,
love.
Absolutely.
I looked at your property, and it's actually pretty nice.
Do you want to say anything to Mr. Lester while we
Mr. Lester?
Yeah. He gave us a pretty nice gift.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to say?
Thanks.
And how cool is it?
It's good.
And you're going to give Mom gray hair driving it.
Yeah, I was gonna give me gray hair.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Anyhow, let's keep this thing rolling. I think Jaden, do you want to go get your saxophone and play us a quick song?
And then you can go.
And then you can be done.
Yeah.
Mary is originally from Ashland, Kentucky.
Ashland, Kentucky. Yep.
Yeah, you talk a little bit.
We're right on the border of Kentucky, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's where all my family still lives in Kentucky. What are you laughing at?
Oh, that's right. We're not gonna tear up.
Oh, I was so worried. One of our neighbors, he was in their lawn, is not.
He'll get over it. It's frozen.
It's not necessarily. He's a nice guy, but he's very particular. So I'm like, oh dear goodness.
Well, you could come out here and play it, bud.
Oh, Harlan, Kentucky. Jaden is 12.
Hey, Donna.
Oh, and Royce may become a pest right now because Royce is not a big fan of the saxophone.
Yeah.
At all. He's much better.
Yes, please.
Christine, I have never been to the Kentucky Derby. My sister does live in Louisville, but we've never been. I've been to Churchill Downs just for racing, but I've never been to the Derby. So maybe one day.
But the biggest problem
Oh,
is here.
Julie, did you go to the Christian College in Grayson?
It'll be fine, buddy. I'll hold it for you. He's a musician.
See, there's lots of Kentucky folks in here.
Well, yeah.
How did I end up?
You sit right there.
Really? Her husband's grandmother was a Varney from Kentucky.
She is a sub. She says y'all.
I say y'all.
Here we go.
He's never been to Good job.
All right, buddy. Awesome job.
We just,
That's the biggest audience he's ever played in front of. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
we just realized that Royce has never been in the same room as a saxophone because Jay usually practices it
Oh,
in
man.
his room. So he's never been in the same room with him. So that was what the barking was for. So apologize for that. So
Yeah, so that was that. All right. What should we talk about next?
now, why don't we get him to go to his room a little bit?
Yeah, you're done, bud. You want to say goodbye?
Say goodbye.
Tell everybody thanks for joining us.
You can say goodbye, bud. We want you to head to your room.
And we want to talk about adult things.
Adult things, please.
Sure.
Say see ya.
See ya.
Next time, the dog will go in his crate. I
What's our
promise.
phrase?
What if?
What if? Right. All right,
What if?
bud. Thank you for entertaining.
1,000.
Yes, exciting, right, bud? Exciting.
Okay, bud.
Everybody's saying great job, buddy. See you, bud.
Royce is a handful. Royce
All right, if we maybe at the end.
is my baby.
Royce
He's my baby. I
he
love
is,
him better than anything, but he's a 4-year-old boxer. And I don't know if you've had boxers. Boxers are idiots pretty much for their entire life. They slow down a little bit. But,
what if? Right. I like it.
okay.
All right. So
Go.
I guess we can just get right in.
I'm gonna go check his door.
Changes it. Have him put his headset on. You know what to do. You know what to. All right, guys, I'm back. I'll wait for her to come back. But some of you guys that have been following us for a little bit do know what Mary and I were. I just found out my dog's part boxer. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, they're sweet.
What are you gonna do with your dog?
He's not my. He's a good boy.
He is a good.
He's my good boy.
So a lot of you guys that do follow us know that, quite honestly, right after the farm show, Mary and I were going to split.
Mhm.
I was moving out, right? A lot of you know that. A lot of you didn't know that. So I'm going to go into a little bit of how we got to that point and what our thoughts were, and now where we're at now. So Uh, I guess the best way I can describe it is I wasn't the great. There was no infidelity or
No,
nothing like
never.
that. We didn't hate each other, nothing like
It
that.
was just toxic, honestly.
It was
for lack of a
yeah.
word.
So it just like you're going down a highway and then there's a split in the road. Well, one of us took the right, one of us took the left, and we just kind of split and we were living more like roommates and not a married couple.
Kind of. What?
I don't know. Would you want to tell?
No,
Oh.
we were just more like, honestly, it was like I had several children. I had Jeff, Royce, and Jaden,
Right.
and it was just a lot.
So, like I said, pretty much after the farm.
Single marriage. Yes.
Okay. So, thank you, Lester. So we definitely didn't gel. We lived almost separate lives. We didn't really communicate. And like I said, it was toxic. It was toxic for Jaden. But I knew in my heart I still cared for Mary. And I knew in my heart I still cared for Jaden. And I knew in my heart that I didn't want to hurt Jaden. So my thoughts were, okay, if this is what we're going to do and it'll make Mary feel a little better, then I'll leave. Like I didn't want to uproot everything Jaden has. I didn't want him to change schools. I just didn't, because this was happening, guys. And this wasn't just something that was going to happen. This has been discussed for a while back. That's currently why like the goats that I own aren't here yet, because why bring them here if
January 15th was the day.
January 15th was going to be the day. So pretty much after farm show, because Knucklehead could help me and blah, blah, blah. Right, guys? So January 15th comes along and I'm starting to like, man, this is happening. And slightly before that, and this is going to sound so silly, that's Royce. The situation with the Bulls happened, right? And I was broken. Like that ripped me to pieces, right? I was hurt. I was sad. I cried, which I don't like, I wasn't real good at showing feelings. So through that, I feel like my heart was softened, right? Well, in the midst of all that, my greatest supporter through it was Mary. And I'm like,
I never thought I would fall in love with a bull. I really, really didn't.
So I'm like, when we have a common goal, we're so good together. And then I'm like, I don't know if I want this to end. So I started going back to church with them just for a few weeks. We went and, holidays come and whatnot. And then quite honestly, my trip to Texas, Mary and I had a conversation while I'm sitting in the J&L motel. And I said, Mary, I said, I miss you guys. I wish you were here on this trip. And I want to share this life with you. Like there's so many beautiful things out there. And I kind of want to do that with you. And we had a conversation. There's changes I got to make. We're going to go to some counseling. But I feel like something inside of me changed through all of that. And I just, you're good, buddy. You're good. Honestly, just the atmosphere and be able to watch Jay and Lauren and Lester and Jamie and how they're friends first and husband. Like it just, like, I want that in my life. And the other side of this is I got lazy, guys. I gave up on myself, my appearance. I didn't care.
Well, and honestly, I'll just be honest. That was one of my kind of deal breakers, is because, yeah, I am 54 and you had the attitude, I'm 55, I'm ready to go to diners and do nothing because my life's over. I kind of had the opposite view. I had I am 54. Don't have that. I mean, the days are dwindling and I want to live my life. I want to do things. I want to go to Montana. I want to go places. And I really didn't have that support with you at all, because you were just ready to crawl in a ball and die.
But then I realized again that for me, like the trip to Texas and just everything was so positive. Our phone conversations while I was down there were positive. I'm like, well, what do you want to do? When I get back, what do you want to do? And she's like, well, we'll talk. So we did. We talked again, right right where I was sitting in the J&L Motel, and we decided right then and there we're going to give this a shot. I made some promises to her, and
I'll be honest. I mean, you know this. I'm like, I've let my guard down more than I have in a long time.
Oh yeah,
and it scares me to death. I think you've had longer to process this than me.
Yep.
And so I'm still in the processing thing. And what I just wanted to say to everybody is, a lot of times social media is kind of shows you the rainbows and unicorns and I mean, we're going to make mistakes and don't know where this is going to lead. But I think my big thing is if I'm going to be on here, I want to be completely honest and transparent, and authentic, and just be who we are and I'll share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. And if you can help one person or one person has advice for us or anything at all, it's well worth it.
Absolutely. And besides all that, look at her. She's kind of hot.
I said, my sister said, I need to get a Chuck mask so he'll tell me he loves me and look at me like.
And what did I
Chuck.
say?
I don't know what you said.
Yeah, I did. I said, is it too soon to be?
Yes. Okay.
I got my bibs on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
So what? We're going to give it a shot, and we're going to move forward. And what I'd love is to take you guys along for a good part of that journey, so we can see where we're at a year from now. So I kind of want to build this up so you guys can kind of watch, and hopefully some positivity will come out of it, and we'll just we'll be moving forward, and hopefully and the other side of this is, hey Royce, you're driving Hillary's dog nuts, just so you know. She's got a big old Great Dane.
And I mean, honestly, I think, I don't know. It seems like it's the majority of women here. And I know.
What do you mean Lester's here?
Well, I said majority. I didn't say only.
Look at my hair. I hope my hair. I didn't realize she's going to fix myself.
But anyway, I think just as moms.
It must have been the moon boots.
It was moon boots, definitely. Definitely.
I bet. Well, you know what? I didn't think of it, but I have been walking around naked with just them on. Is that it?
Anyway, we'll just go on. But I think, like working full time and running a house and taking care of Jaden and all that stuff. Like I was telling Jeff, like I totally lost my spark and kind of lost my just excitement for life, and just kind of thought I was just in this mundane kind of pattern. And so that's my thing too. It's like I just want to find my spark. I want to be excited. Like I said, work really gets me excited. I love it. But like I just want to be excited about other things. And I want it to be more of a partner. I want it to be more of a partnership, which I have to say, since he has been back from Texas, it has been. I mean, it's really, really I have noticed changes. And like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic just because I have to guard my heart a little bit.
Absolutely.
But I'm more open.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I said, even the night I got back, normally when we're apart from each other for a trip, there's some friction, and there really wasn't. Like we got back and we had a good time. And so we're looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
I know God's got our backs.
Yeah.
We just have to work on it. That's all.
Yeah. And I think if you're committed to working on it, I think that's
right.
Yeah. I think that's the key.
Thank you guys. I appreciate all the compliments. So I was going to say something. Squirrel moment.
Silence moment.
So Jay must have got on. I can't think. I realize how lucky I am that she didn't just say when I got back, pack your stuff, because that's where she was at. She had it. And
honestly, I will be truthful. I was like very hesitant to come on here, and I was very hesitant to get teary.
No, we don't get teary.
I was very hesitant to say anything, just because, like, I'm sure you all are like, Jeff is such a wonderful guy. I mean, how in the world? Because there's been plenty of women on here. Like, is Jeff single? Is Jeff single? So I'm sure you could have your choice of your whatever followers or whatever. But I was very hesitant because I'm sure people are like, well, how he's Jeff, he's Wonder Man, he's Superman. How could that happen? But it did. But like I said, since you've come back from Texas, things have been very different. So we're just going to pray that they continue like that.
Right. One step at a time, right? One day at a time.
Kind of like, that's what I told him. I'm like, I want our story to be broken into beautiful.
Right. Yep. That was cool when you said that today. Yep.
Because I think everybody's broken at some, to something.
Absolutely.
But I think we just have to.
Absolutely.
We just have to help everybody through that.
Yep. And I think, so before I kind of didn't necessarily have Mary. I don't want to say I didn't have her on my lives and stuff, but she really didn't. I think we're going to be partners on this now, and she's going to help me and help build it. And like I said, she's a big Jamie fan, so she's excited, that I got to meet her, and yeah, absolutely. So Mary doesn't she gets kind of weirded out when I say the bull saved her marriage, but to me that softened me, guys. I don't know, standing out in that field, and I still have guilt feelings, like I said the other day about Uno, because I was the one that let him in the trailer and blah blah blah. Just I don't know. I think I got beat up. I don't know. My heart. The only way I can describe it is my heart got softened.
And I never thought I would love a bull. And when Lester put him out with Tex, I said I felt like I was waiting for my child to get bullied. It was very uneventful, though. But I love that big galoot, and
we do love him.
I love Cinco.
Absolutely. Which brings me to my next thing. We don't know. Yes, we absolutely love the bulls. I don't know what my attachment to Chuck was. I can't explain it. I've mentioned this before. My eyes were absolutely opened. I mentioned this before, that the knucklehead, who is my bestie, right? I love him to pieces. He's the one that showed me some of this farm life. Without him and Lauren, I wouldn't know any. I wouldn't be around any of this. I would have never met any of you guys. So I'm very thankful for them and their farm that they've opened up and shared with me and my family. But where was I going with this? You're supposed to follow along.
I'm sorry, I was in comments.
We can't. So because of that, I ended up. I don't know why I had such a heart, just such deep feelings for that crazy bull. Oh, I know. I was going to say, because Knucklehead likes to film everything, right? I kind of snuck off the departure day from Texas a little early because I knew, that I was going to break down and bawl like a baby and the whole belly cry. And so I did. I snuck down there early, and I actually got down and I actually prayed for Chuck, and that everything turns out great. And if you guys are watching, it's turning out great. I absolutely dog's noisy. I absolutely love watching him. I love the fact that Lester walks up and feeds him biscuits, muffins. So he's a pushover. Oh man. The other thing, and then I'm going to quit with poor Lester, but one of my favorite things now is make your ears nice, sweetie. I love it when he says that. That's awesome.
Of course, share the pics.
Yeah, you could share them, buddy. Absolutely. That's okay, buddy. If Lester, if you fixed us once, you can fix us a second time. I don't even know what's on that drive, guys.
I'm going to hand the dog over to you because he's driving me bonkers.
We'll tie him outside for a moment.
Then he'll bark.
Anyhow, okay, moving on. So this could be down the road a little bit, and you guys heard me talking about what if. Knucklehead, I just got done talking. Look, Lester, this, and let's talk about Jay, my best buddy. I love you to pieces, buddy. So what is he doing? Oh my God, he's so bad. So I've been talking about what if. What if? That's kind of like my thing right now. What if? What if I never? So I don't know how many of you know how I met Jay and Lauren, but it was pretty much I was online. I was watching their farm. I knew they don't put him outside. They don't live far from me. I was watching them online, and then they were going to the Harrisburg Farm Show. Yeah, yeah. Keep it Christian and make room. That's right. So they were going to the farm show, and there was a pregnant goat there named Boots, and I had to go see Boots. And then when I went up there, I fell in love with a goat named Oreo. My son fell in love with a goat named Joey. That was on a Sunday. Took my wife back on a Wednesday. She loved it. We all loved it. We had such a great time. I'm still watching him online, and I know I'm talking fast, but I want to get through this. But I reached out to Jay, Justin at the time, to me, and said, hey, I have a little race trailer, because through following him, and if you guys got to know Jay, he doesn't take care of nothing. His vehicles, he's always got troubles. Anyhow, he was having troubles with vehicles and trailers and brakes. And I said, hey, and I knew watching him that they made several trips to set the farm show up. So I said, hey, I don't live too far from you guys. I could come down and help you guys tear down, haul stuff back, or whatever. He's like, all right, I'll get back to you. And I thought, all right, cool. Well, he went to Lauren and said, hey, this weirdo stalker guy wants to help us. I don't know what to do. Luckily, again, what if Lauren said, yeah, let him help? What if she'd have said no? What if? Right? Like,
yeah,
to me,
the dog is freaking out.
What if, right? So, is there anything else we can do with him?
No, if we'd have put him in his crate before we started this, he wouldn't be doing it.
That seemed like that was your idea.
That was my idea.
Sorry, guys. We'll just try to.
He'll calm down here just a minute.
Brings me to my next point that what if, right? Quite honestly, the trip to Texas, I wasn't feeling the greatest. I sort of thought, do Jay and Lauren just want a husband and wife trip? Because they don't really get to do a husband and wife trip, just them a lot, right? I knew Jay needed a driver, and but Lauren's like, no, you gotta go. So what if I didn't go, right? What if I never made the trip to Texas and got to meet and do all the cool things I got to do? What if that would have never happened? What if Mary wouldn't have, what if we wouldn't have had that phone conversation from the J&L Motel?
And I really didn't want to have that phone conversation at all, because I didn't want to I felt like I was being a negative Nelly somewhat, and so I didn't want to do it. But I'm glad I did.
Yeah, it was great. So to me, it's like, what if? Which comes to the next thing. Now, Mary's not 100% on board, but it's not like the conversation we had a year ago.
No.
I am very, very, very interested in ending up somehow with a cow or two, right? I would like to have just a little bit more ground now. Lake Road property. Jay and I've had some small discussions. Mary and I've had some small discussions. I don't know if we'd ever be able to afford it. Like, we haven't done anything real numbers. We haven't done any of this. But in my wild, crazy ideas, what if? What if I think about that? What if we actually do approach and try it and go down the road of possibly purchasing the Lake Road property? The house needs a lot of work. That was one of my promises to her. She's how old are you? We're in her 50s, guys. She didn't want to work her whole life not to have a nice kitchen, right? So this is just some of the things. The other side of that is, if I want to have cows and stuff, we're going to have the proper fencing and chutes and all this stuff.
And this isn't going to happen tomorrow.
This is not happening tomorrow.
For me personally, and you know this, like, first of all, I need to make sure, like, we're going to stay married.
Right. And marriage has to come first.
And that we have a partnership.
Right.
And then, yeah. So, I mean, like, I'm not saying no,
right.
But I don't want to be a Debbie Downer at all. But I'm just saying there's things that have to be in place before, from a relationship standpoint and from a financial standpoint.
Absolutely.
But I'm not saying no. I'm just saying,
but
what if?
What if? Right. What if?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So and obviously, and I don't know, let's just say all that happens and we do get, and the fence, house first, right? Like there's some beautiful rooms in that house. I don't know if Jay has showed you or not, but some of the things downstairs need fixed up, and I had to have some kind of garage to work out of for the racing, and I have ideas in my head, guys, and that's some of Bob Clausen says, let me know he can help the kitchen before he gets too old. But this is some stuff rolling around in my head, and that's why I want to build this, and I want to share that with you. Like, let's say, what if we end up with the Lake Road property? The amount of content and stuff I can create doing that, and with her help and stuff, it'd be amazing. Do I want to get Lake Road just for the content? No. The other, exactly, baby steps.
Right. And there's a question: do I want to farm?
I could.
The question is for me. It's not for you. It's for me. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say, like, my fear is, and this is just like, and I love Justin, but like when you get onto something, you give it 100%, and then we get left behind.
Right. And
so we've got to figure out how to balance life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a gardener. I'm not all that stuff.
No.
But like, do I like animals? I love animals.
She loves animals.
I love animals.
I wouldn't say no to pigs yet either.
Your son would die. No. Yeah, I think
I will not have 200 goats. No way.
No. But so we're just I will say this is the first time ever, truthfully, since I've known you, that you've ever had like something you want, like a goal. Yeah, you never had a goal. When I ask you, like, hey, what's your goals? And I have Jaden talking about goals, and I think you think he's nuts sometimes. This is the first time I've ever seen you want to do better or want something for us. And so, so definitely not no. It's definitely a possibility on the horizon. But like I said, we just have to lay some groundwork first and see where that goes.
And yeah, exactly. And see, and like I said, guys, there's numbers we haven't even who knows? What if though? What if we never even thought about it? Right? What if we never even tried?
Do I have a goal for our family?
Yes.
What's our goal?
To have this.
Yes.
To have this.
And I think that's been a struggle for you, honestly, because my family, I don't know if it's I think part of it is just where I'm from, Kentucky. We're from kind of like like my parents were from Appalachia, and like family is.
We're like a cult.
We're kind of like we're like way like we're very much like I talk to somebody in my family every single day. My parents have passed away, but my siblings, we talk every single day, and that for you is
weird.
Foreign. That is weird. That is very, very weird to him.
But what's funny is, and I don't know if her sister watches us, but and she knows it, but they'll all be in there, lovey-dovey. And then as soon as the one leaves and walks into the kitchen,
we're the family that we can talk about each other, but nobody else from the outside.
But if I try to talk about,
and I hate to use the word, but like we're kind of clannish, and that's just the way we are. And so I think that's been what.
Go ahead. Candy Lee says, do a dog rescue farm. So I have idea. Can I tell them about my idea? Are you done? I'm sorry. I got excited.
Go ahead.
No, go finish.
I don't know what
Appalachia.
No, it's just very different culture. And you came from
small orange.
Your family is just not. Your family is not close, and so I think my family overwhelms you, and you don't understand. But like my kid, I have to say, he honestly is, and I'm biased. I'll admit. He's one of the best-hearted kids in the absolute world. And like we were even talking about goals. Remember, because I've got him on this goal kid. Because I think it's important to start him young to have goals. And his goal this year is for our family to get closer.
Yep, he told me that tonight on the walk.
That's his. Like,
and he's picked up on things. He said tonight, right before this, I thought I'd calm Royce down and take him for a little walk. He said, Dad, he says 2025 is great. He says we're a closer family. So he does have perspective. He does see things going on.
And can I say what he told you last night?
Yeah, absolutely.
He told me when Jeff was in the convenience store, and I'm like, you can tell your daddy. And he even said, something along the lines, it's not word for word, but like, since you've come back from Texas, you're more of a dad now. And
Crooked.
So, so like, and then I told him, I'm like, tell your daddy, because when people make changes, it's really, really important that you tell them and that they know. And so he told you that. So, yes, I mean, I think Jaden's seeing the changes. So that's honestly for me, that's my most important thing is I don't want Jaden to grow up with parents that are in a toxic marriage and think that that's what love and that's what marriage is supposed to be like. I want him to know what marriage with partnership and love and all that's about, because that's what I hope for him to hope that he has. So yes, Jaden's a smart kid. He's 12 and he's wonderful. And like I said, I am biased, but how would you describe him?
Soft-hearted.
Very soft-hearted. He's like an old soul. He really, really is. So, okay.
Kathy H is from Kentucky.
My Kentucky people.
Right.
So.
So I didn't even get to talk. Well, Jay and Lauren know, but while we were in Texas, and I actually looked it up, somebody asked if I would live in Texas. Never say never, but we've got a lot of roots planted right here in PA. But my dad, who had passed away earlier this year, was originally from a town, Brenham, Texas. Mm-hmm. And I looked it up while we were there just to see how far it was. It was like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that. I'm like, oh, but I wanted to soak in all I could where we were. I didn't want to just jump in the truck and drive for 3 hours. And quite honestly, my dad grew up on some kind of farm. The farm, I knew from listening to him, the farm was no longer there. It's not like I could drive up where he was born and raised. And, so I did not do that, but yeah. So having said all that, let's just say, what if the Lake Road thing happens? Like, what if we could do it? I have ideas that I ran past her. She loves her special needs kids, loves them. That's her. That's what she does.
Heart.
That's her heart.
Honestly, I told somebody, like, even if I won the lottery, I still probably would have to work in some capacity because I love it that much.
So my thoughts were, what if we end up with it? How cool would it be to be able to make an area for somebody that has special needs to be able to drive their van in, unload their kid, and experience a little bit of the farm life? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to have everything and hundreds of animals. Well, what if they could hold a goat, or what if they could just be on their wheelchair and get in an area where the goats are, or see a cow, walking around, or be able to feed them a muffin.
And I have to apologize. I am so sorry about this dog.
What dog? Your dog?
No, he's our dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Like kids animal therapy. I mean, I do. That's okay. Sorry. I'm going to get on my big thing. Like even in our class, like what we realize, like a lot of our kids, like, have never been able to run away from their family. So a lot of times we'll let them escape in their wheelchair thinking they're running away. So, I mean, you don't really think about how many of these kiddos just don't get just like to play chase. So we play chase and we run around in their wheelchair acting like they're chasing each other. So like they probably have never been able to, experience a farm or in any capacity. So, I mean, I think that right there would that's like my passion. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. What do you think?
You guys have any questions for us?
Maybe.
Anything you'd like to know about us?
Anything at all.
Mary does have a huge heart. You guys are always saying how I do because you get to see me act like a fool crying over the bull and whatnot. But Mary does have a very huge heart. And you guys are going to get to see that. Because I expect that, but I think she's going to be on here more helping make content. And
I don't think I have really anything to offer, but I'll try.
Oh, she's got lots to offer. Oh.
How to end up in PA? I ended up in PA just really quick because I was a traveling physical therapist. I was supposed to be here for 3 months. Anyway, I met him. So there we go. So
She is a sweetheart.
We like the whole breeding Royce. We would love to breed Royce. We would. I would love to. I would love to have 2 boxers. I think that 2 boxers are easier than 1 boxer. One boxer, honestly. But he's our 5th boxer. So,
Crystal Barefoot, her kindness, her heart, is what I originally fell in love with.
I'm thinking
what
our first date, kind of date. We went to Wildwood.
Oh my God!
We went to Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, I thought, well, she's never going to be back.
What did the lady say to me?
Oh, honey, you're so white. Are you going to go out in that sun?
Made fun of me for being. I'll never forget that.
We've been married for like 17 years. Had 2 boxers. Thank you, Carly. He is a good boy. We appreciate it. Cindy knows about Wildwood. That's the lady that makes the strawberry.
Oh, Wildwood is New Jersey. It's Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
What I consider a cooking love. Here's the thing. I love to cook when I have time, but it's so hard to get home from work.
Somebody wanted to know if I would bring Chuck back. I would say, as much as I love him, I wouldn't do that to him again.
He is.
You guys see how happy Chuck is?
Happy. Like my sister, and she's not. I mean, she really doesn't follow the farm much, but she followed the Chuck saga over Christmas because I was home during Christmas, and that's when the whole ordeal started. And like she called me, she's like, "I never thought I would be crying over a stupid bull." But when Chuck was watching you all leave, but honestly, he just looks so.
Rita misses me. I miss Rita. Remember the horse.
What are my hobbies? That is a great question.
Yes, that is a good question.
That's a really great question because that is one of kind of my things. I've kind of gotten lost, just kind of like the run of the mill, just trying to keep the house afloat, trying to get everything done. So I do want to have hobbies. I need to find something desperately that's just for me, because I'll be honest, and you will agree with this. I'm a recovering people pleaser. If you look at people pleaser in the dictionary, it's probably me. And it's hard for me. And I become who I think people want me to be. And so finally at 54, I'm kind of I just need to be me, and people that like me, and people that don't like me, that's okay, because not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. And so, like I said, 54 is a little late, but it's better than never, just to kind of figure out things. And I think I'm being more myself with you.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
Who I am.
I've seen somebody ask, yes, we were both married before.
Mm-hmm.
No kids, though. Neither one of us had any kids before. Where in Kentucky?
Where in Kentucky am I from? I am from Ashland, Kentucky. I went to school at the University of Kentucky.
So I seen somebody ask my hobbies are. I'm very much into dirt track racing, and I got Jaden into racing, which one of these nights I'll go down and do some content on Jaden's race cars. They need to be rebuilt anyhow. So,
and maybe we'll post a video
of his racing.
Just from last year.
Yeah, we could do that. So, that's a good idea.
Because I'll be honest, when I moved here, I had never ever been to a dirt track race. I'd never been to a car race, and so then it became so much. It just became so much part of our lives.
Knucklehead asked me a question. Did I ever think at 55 I'd be starting a YouTube channel? No. Guys, I got to tell you, so I was kind of hard on him and because I come home and complain to her sometimes. I love him to pieces, and he's brilliant. He's brilliant. But I am, I was always hard on him because of the content. Well, here I am making content, but quite honestly, I'm like, we don't need the camera back there with Chuck. We can just stop and check. And then when we first started rolling down the road and had to stop every 15 miles, oh my God, we're never going to get there. I just want to get him there. I want him to be able to rest, blah, blah. I was all about Chuck, right? The big galoot. Thank God Jay didn't listen to me. And now I have every minute of that footage to look back on Chuck's journey. And there again, what if? What if Jay didn't record all that? It'd all be gone. It'd just be a memory. So I'm learning. Jay's been a huge help to help me navigate some of this, and he talked me into going live right away. So I'm.
If you would have ever told me he would do this, I would say you're crazy.
Yeah, there's no way.
No.
No way.
No. And somebody said about going to Pheasantville RC track, and if we go there to let her know.
That's the one that where Danielle goes.
Okay, well there's somebody. Wasn't Danielle?
Yeah, we go there on Tuesday.
So
I want to go there on Tuesday.
If
yeah.
I go to let her know, and she'll come.
You'll go?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll go. Okay, yeah, cool. And here's one other cool thing. And this happened last night. I think I told you. I don't know if you believe me or not. Jay's always we're going Friday. Danielle's going to be there Friday. Okay. I got to get his car stuff ready. I need to know what I need yet. Become successful on accident. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but what if I didn't give it a shot, right? And right now, I kind of, honestly, I realize that all this is happening because of the Chuck story and the Bull story and all the commotion and all you guys getting to see all of that. And you guys jumping over from Lester and Jay's page. And because I'm a nobody, I don't have a farm. I don't have all these animals. I love them and I'm thankful for it. I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and actually doing this and sharing it with my wife, which we weren't even supposed to be living together at this point. No. So I'm thankful for it.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like I have any, like, yeah, I don't have animals. I don't have anything exciting. But like I said, like, just to share our journey, just to see, like I said, it's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns. And like, I appreciate when people show me that, because sometimes on social media, you're like, you feel like you're behind the 8 ball because everybody's happy and everybody's wonderful. And so we're going to have challenges and we're going to share those if you want to hear about them. But we're also going to, I think, really have successful times that I'm really looking forward to, and fun. And and you even said this, like, my goal, and I don't know why, but my goal is I want to go to Montana. Mm-hmm. That's just like, that is, my soul needs to go there. I don't know why. I don't know. And before, you always thought it was stupid.
No, now I get it.
I mean, you always like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Like, for the first time ever, he's actually been like, yeah, maybe we'll, maybe like, I want to do it no matter what.
Right.
But always before you poo-pooed me about that.
I've seen 2 questions. One, have I ever been to World of Outlaw race? A lot. I've been to a bunch. So I have a friend that races sprint cars. He's originally from Sexton, Missouri. He's been in and out of some rides. He lives in Indy now, and next year he is actually driving with the World of Outlaws. His name is Hunter Schoenberg. He's on Facebook. Go check him out. Great guy, great young family, and excited to see what his season ends up being. And also, I seen somebody ask me if I have a full-time job or if I work for Jay. I have a full-time job. I'm an HVAC guy. I've been with the same contractor for like 33 years. I started there when I was 9-ish. But no, I just honestly, I love the animals and stuff, but even anymore, I just love his shenanigans. And here's the thing I've learned about, I don't know if it's on every farm or if it's just him, but if you plan on going and doing something and figuring on being done at, let's say, 4:00, you better figure on 6 at the earliest.
Yeah, there's definitely farm time. So, okay, they say Jamie wasn't a gardener either.
Really?
No.
I just seen she opened up this beautiful.
No, but it said she wasn't.
Oh.
But she started.
Well, hopefully someday you'll be able to meet her and you guys can talk about all the girl stuff. You live about 30 minutes from Sykeston. Very nice.
That's true.
Mary, do you have a best friend? You do. We just talked about her today.
I have a girl that I work with that I absolutely adore and love. That's honestly, and that's another thing that I really think, why am I getting tears? This is crazy. That, like, when was it? How long have I been in my classroom? 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I was doing different classrooms, but this one job came open that it was with the multiple disabilities classroom, and I stalked it and I wanted it, and I really wasn't I was kind of low man on the totem pole to get it, but they kind of wanted me to have the people in there, and I work with the greatest group of people. Like they have the best heart. They're wonderful. And I would say I would consider every single one of them a friend. There's an OT that I work with that I really, really click with. But, the people that I work with are really good friends. Really haven't, and you know this too, it's been really kind of hard to foster friendships for several reasons. One is because like we're kind of old to have a 12-year-old. And so we're kind of like in that no man's land. And so that makes friendships a little bit harder. And honestly, like for work stuff, like we would go to the Ready Dillies and everybody would bring their husband. And that's not something you felt comfortable doing. And so even yesterday, I'm like, would you feel comfortable doing it?
Yes, Royce is okay.
Yeah, his barker finally broke. But yeah, I mean, I think if we do more things together, I think it would be easier to foster like couple friends. But I need to do that because, like I said, I think a lot of any woman can understand that it's really hard when you're doing all this stuff and you just don't have time for yourself. And so I'm kind of making that a priority. Also want to get healthier. I feel like I'm a better. I want to get healthier for health's sake, but then also it really stops depression. It really, it really helps mental health and helps me feel better. Helps me just be a better person. So,
I've seen a question about animals.
What about animals?
What kind of animals would we want? What if this whole thing, let's just say, what if the whole thing at Lake Road works? And we're going to soon cut this short, but on an hour already.
Yeah, we've been chatting.
Oh, okay, there you go. If it doesn't work, Jay and I are moving to Texas.
Okay.
Anyhow,
have fun, Lester. Or have fun, Jamie.
the J&L Hotel, baby. Here's some of my wild, crazy thoughts, right? What if we end up with a Lake Road property, right? And Mary gets her kitchen. As soon as the last nail's driven in the finishing of a kitchen, the fencing starts, right? I personally wanted to. Now I'm going to have goats. I'm going to have my goats. My goats will come. We may add 1 or 2 or 6. We have 11 acres. But anyhow, fencing, cows, right? If I could arrange it, I want a longhorn. I absolutely want a longhorn. I had Jay Google it on the way back home. Longhorns can thrive in Pennsylvania easily. They're very adaptable cows. They can eat about anything. Here's the thing. If I end up with a longhorn, it's coming from Livingston, Texas. Even if I have to wait, that's what I would want. Absolutely. It would mean so much to me to have one of them cows. But that's that's crazy thought. That's what if thinking. That's way down the road. So like I said, and listen, if somebody comes up and offers Jay, right, and he's got to sell it, there's not going to be you got to sell it, dude. You got to roll.
I think we have to step back and think that so far everything has happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so whatever happens,
absolutely,
it's just going to, happen. And God's got our back and we'll be okay no matter what.
Absolutely.
So.
And Kim, I got that covered too. She's talking about cows. If you have 1, you have 2. Jay's pretty much already told me that if I do this, I could end up with Cinco.
Cinco needs a buddy.
Absolutely. And Mary loves Cinco.
I love him.
He's such a cool dude.
Like I said, we were at the farm the other day and you got to bottle feed goats, which was cool. But you got to hand feed Cinco. He actually came up to me and took a muffin.
That was cool, yeah.
And I was so excited.
That was cool.
Is racing fun for me? It is. It's a little, honestly, it's one of those things that if we're okay, the racing day goes okay. Right?
Yeah. The racing, I tell people like, all right, it's a hobby, it's fun. Like, quite honestly, race day for me is not fun. It's a lot of work on. I put a lot of pressure on myself to have everything perfect. Now, she laughs. I used to be the guy that would get to the track first. Stuff was always spotless. I was always organized, and I was already ready to roll
Until Justin.
until Jay. Now, ones to get there. I'm always thrashing, and I'm always scared what's going to fall off the car.
Yeah, and that honestly, that drives me nuts because it used to drive me crazy when you got places early. Everything was fine. But I kind of got used to
I got
it.
her spoiled.
And now, like the whole thrashing when we get to the racetrack, it's stressful. And then just as a mom,
I got it, Bob. I'm on it.
and then just as a mom, I get very, very. Well, it's my kid in a race car, and from a safety standpoint, I really don't worry about him. That's one thing I will have.
Yeah,
I will have to
safe.
say about Jeff. I mean, like as far as safety stuff on the car, I mean, like probably every year, he's done a good flip
Yeah.
or two. Or
I
three.
don't mess with safety.
And-
yes to an ostrich. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, but I like his racing. It's fun. It's very time intensive. It's very, very time intensive.
Yes.
But I mean, the thing is, as long as we were scared for a long time that he did it because of Jeff and to make his daddy happy.
No horses. No.
Why?
I know.
Why?
No.
Why?
I know. No.
Excuse me. This is what if.
What if you tell me I have to get a horse?
But
make your ears pretty, sweetie.
Angela, no, we do not have any. We don't have any family hobbies, and
No.
that's kind of okay. I'm just going to be really honest, and sorry, we're just being authentic here and honest. But like with the farm that used to go,
Mm-hmm.
like, do I like baby goats? Like that? But for a while, honestly, I felt like that was his mistress because
Jay?
No, the farm.
Man, he is cute,
And
isn't he?
So
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's cute. But so I
There you
mean,
go,
like I was a
boy.
little. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I was kind of like what was my attitudes towards it? It was like a mistress. It honestly was because I would need stuff done, and he wouldn't do it because he's too tired. But then Jay would call, and like he would speed off and do whatever Jay needed. So for a long time, I don't like to use the word bitter, but it was a little bit better. But so we need to find some family hobbies.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep.
we really, really do.
Absolutely, I agree. And that's stuff like that's stuff we need to work on. And I think now too that I haven't been around, and I feel guilty about it. I haven't been around the farm as much as I would like to, but I'm trying to fix this, right?
Time spent in one area is time taken away from another area.
Right. So and Jay and Lauren have been they get it. They
Oh, Jay, I know Jay's tried to make him come home before.
Right.
Or do stuff or
But
but what?
But it is like it's work, but also have a lot of fun with that knucklehead.
Happy wife, happy life. Thank
right.
You, Kay.
Who said that?
Kay.
Kay. Somebody needs to boot Kay. No, guys, we're going to work on it.
Yeah. I mean, like,
and honestly, I would like for her to be able to. Now, here's what happens. I'll say, hey, let's go over and bottle feed the baby goat. Take an hour. Well, once I pull in the driveway, I lose all track of time. I can be there for 6 hours, and
I know you have, Justin. I know you. That is a Jeff thing. That is not a Justin thing, and I know that wholeheartedly. We've talked about that. I know it is, but that's also one of the reasons why Jane doesn't like to go there,
right?
Because Jeff will be like, "We're gonna run over there," and then like, "Mommy, Daddy wouldn't shut up. Daddy wouldn't stop talking." So we're there like 3.5 hours, and so like I like for him to have that. I enjoy that, but like I need to feel like we're a priority. And I don't think that's unrealistic.
I'm not sure what Laurel's saying. I'm not sure who's skinny. Yeah, I do need to get some admins. So just ignore. Just ignore the negative stuff, guys.
Negative Nellies are everywhere.
Yeah. Hillary Butts. I did see your question about Oreo. I'm going to address that on a different live. But yeah. just say that. Yeah.
So I have to thank you all very much because I will be truthful. I was very, very hesitant to come on here, I guess.
No baby doll sheep. No sheep.
I'll stop talking about it. Finish.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm answering questions.
I know, I'm talking.
Well, go ahead.
But
I'm
no.
not saying nothing.
I was big old baby. No, I was just saying that I was very hesitant, and you all have been very, very kind, and I really do appreciate it. So I really, really do appreciate it. Now you can come back up. That's my toddler back there.
She is adorable. Oh, God. Well, guys, I think that's it. Unless you have any further questions, we've been on here longer than I planned, but it's been fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our first YouTube live.
My first YouTube thing ever.
Right. I have to figure out admins and how all that works, guys. I honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. So Jay's going to spend some time with me during the week and get me up to speed on some of this.
Lauren backed into a car.
Just wait, Lauren backed into a car. Wait, what?
You can talk to him when we're all done here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Knucklehead, call me then when you get a minute. I'm going to sign off, guys. I appreciate your support tonight. I appreciate everybody coming on and listen to our story. Looking forward to seeing you all as this story continues. And anything else?
No, thank you all so much. It was wonderful spending the evening with y'all.
All right, guys. And remember, what if?
Somebody said that's what you